What lengths will a man go to for revenge? What happens when a man who has spent his life perfecting the art of violence is pushed to the point where violence is the only solution? Where he's betrayed by his government, his chain of command, and those he believed he could trust. Where the only reasonable answer is to put those who wronged him in the ground. This is the Terminal List. The story follows Lieutenant Commander James Reese, SEAL platoon leader played by Chris Pratt, who's hunting a terrorist in Syria. This starts with the operation to capture, but things go wrong and fast, leaving Reese and another one of his troops as the sole survivors. During the debriefing, the timeline of events that Reese knows doesn't match with the digital records. It's further compounded upon his return to the States, where his other troop, the only other survivor, is found dead in a supposed suicide, and soon later, his family is killed after an attempt on his life. Distraught and broken, the knife is twisted even further with the discovery of a brain tumor, leaving Reese with little reason to live, except to avenge his family and troops with what little time he has left. Uncovering a government conspiracy that can make untold billions at the cost of the lives of him and his men. The Terminal List is a show that, like many in the Clancy era, if you're familiar with any thrillers, then some of the beats will sound familiar here and there, which in essence makes the plot simple, though the cast, writing, and direction carry the show exceptionally well. The writer of the book, Jack Carr, had imagined Pratt as Reese even before Guardians of the Galaxy, and when a chance encounter brought the book to Pratt, he was more than willing to jump into the role of the Navy Commando. Taylor Kitsch plays the spook, Ben Edwards, who is Reese's best friend, going above and beyond to help avenge Reese's family and troop. Jai Courtney playing the charismatic Steve Horn, and he plays the bad guy really well, giving us plenty of ammunition to hate the character, while also having charm you don't get much anywhere else. The others give compelling performances and nail it just right with their roles. Though the biggest problem, of course, is the knowledge that this is a book adaptation. As much as I would love to have a one-on-one adaptation, it had to be shifted around and some events changed to give it a more easily digestible show for the audience. While it may not be a perfect one-to-one, it still does the job exceptionally well, and it has love and drive behind it. Even if the critics disagree with that sentiment, the audience found it amazing, and even the author agreed with that as well. The best part, too, is that there are 5 other books to adapt into new seasons, and already a prequel series for Ben Edwards in the works, all of which I'm genuinely excited to see take off. If I had to place any complaints about this show, I'd say it would be the sequence of events that differ from the book. But taking that out of the equation, I would say the pacing of some episodes feel like filler, where some scenes are more there to just fill out the runtime rather than add to the story. However, that's more nitpicking than tearing the show apart, because unlike most, it treats the audience with respect and assumes you have enough intelligence to understand what's happening within a given scene. With episodes lasting around 45 minutes each, this is definitely a good show to binge, or if you're more keen to have a weekly watch. I'd highly recommend watching, and if you happen to get a chance after enjoying the show, definitely read the books. You'll get a greater appreciation for the writing and thriller as a whole. Thank you so very much for watching. I've got 2 more reviews on the horizon. I'll be back with more. Have a good one, lads.